Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another manga volume review. This is going to be on volume 2 of A Sinner of the Deep Sea. It is actually a pretty good, interesting story, to be honest. I've reviewed volume 1 already on my channel, so if you haven't seen volume 1, you can find it here on my channel. But it is a mermaid world, or mermaid versus human world, which is very, very interesting. After I reviewed my first volume, I went in to see what people were saying about it, beyond my video, obviously, and some people were comparing it to Little Mermaid. I mean, I get it. I get the whole mermaid thing and the whole, like, she wants to be part of the world trope to it. But past that, there's not really a lot to what the Little Mermaid is. Little Mermaid, like, there was, like, royalty in the Little Mermaid herself. And there was also, like, I don't know, it was obviously a lot more kiddish than this one, so I guess we'll stop there. Before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media, and hopefully very soon there'll be a Discord link in the description below as well, so join my Discord if you want to talk more about anime and manga. So go check that out. I do appreciate all the love and support that we've been receiving lately. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the lives that have happened, I guess, up to this point. Maybe they have not, but I hope you have enjoyed them. So, okay, A Sinner of the Deep Sea. So, first of all, the story itself follows two mermaids and a human. Well, the first mermaid is Jo. The second mermaid is Ryu, and then the boy character, who's the guy here, that's Yuki. Now, Yuki and Jo are the main characters in this volume. Last volume, it was kind of Jo and Ryu. Yuki kind of was a side character. Okay, so what's going on is there's this mermaid world, right? And they don't want to be found out by humans. They despise humans, but humans don't know that mermaids are real. So they keep away from them. But one day, Ryu, our side character in this volume, finds Yuki in the beach, and they fall in love. Very similar to Little Mermaid, I get it. So they kind of have this relationship going on, and she's found out, so she's arrested. Now, Jo, who's kind of like not really exotic dancer, but she's like a famous person in her realm. She's trying to help out her best friend Ryu, and she's like, "How can I help you?" And she's like, "Get me this pill. It's in my room." And that's kind of where we start off in this volume, is that Joe's asking, or Ryu's asking Jo to find a particular pill. Doesn't give her any details about it, just lets her know that essentially she needs it, right? And Ryu kind of becomes side character from there. Jo goes into her house, looks everywhere, and her house is off limits, right? Because this is a prisoner's house, so they're trying to investigate stuff still, and the guards go and try to capture Jo, and Jo finds the pill, pops it in her mouth, and they're like, "What do you have in your mouth? What do you have in your mouth?" And she ends up swallowing it. Now, comes to behold that this pill is a pill to make her into a human. So she starts turning, so she starts going up to the sky, not sky, the shore, I guess. I don't even know what to say. But anyways, she goes up above the water, and she becomes human. Now, that is probably in the first whole, like, maybe a third or a fourth of the volume. She is chased by the guards, and the only reason she is let go is because, come and behold, there is Yuki to save her, and he saves her from the guards, and now he is a little confused, but she explains everything to him. Now, I want to say, and you can see it from this picture, Jo is very much she doesn't respect boundaries, I guess, and Yuki doesn't really understand if this is like a mermaid thing or not. But at the end of the day, like I feel like there's like a romance between them two as well. There's just so much that happens that in this volume that it just kind of makes you wonder, are they also falling in love? We get a little bit backstory of how Yuki and not Yuki, sorry, Ryu and Joe became friends, or how they were together, and basically they were troublemakers from the beginning. And we start seeing that Joe starts getting used to her legs and all that. Eventually, they figure out, or through this guy who basically is also a mermaid, turns into human, they figure out that they can turn themselves back into mermaids, or she can turn herself back into a mermaid. We get a whole background story on how he met her, and essentially he's had a weird eye on her. Not really sure if it's like a predator eye, I guess I want to say it that way, but he's kept an eye on her, and it's a little weird, to be honest. It almost feels like he wants to SA her, to be honest. A whole confrontation between them happens, and essentially they're able to shake them off their back, and they run away. They run away with the pills to turn into mermaids. So they do that. They go into a different part of the area, and essentially what ends up happening is, let me show you a good description of that. Ooh, not that one. That one's a little bit no. But they do turn back into, or he turns into a mermaid for the first time. She turns back into a mermaid for the second time. After that, it becomes a chase to catch him. They encounter a white shark, and after that, they encounter the whole fury of the guards. Like, everyone basically gets behind them. And what ends up happening is that they do a deal. The guy who is behind all this makes a deal with Yuki, and the other girl, Ryu. She shows up, and they're like, you guys are going to be the main people for our new Mermaid Utopia Island. It's going to be a utopia for mermaids to be able to walk around. We're going to own the island, so on and so forth. So there's obviously lies going in there, but that's the promise they give them. That's what they're going with. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to turn sour pretty soon. And we have a love triangle between two best friends and a guy. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on, because at the end of the day, Joe is heartbroken, not just for Ryu, but also for Yuki. So I can already see there being some conflict there from between them two. So I'm excited to see what happens in the next volume. Hopefully I can get it. If I don't, then I guess I'll stop there, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.